In 2025, beneath the surface of America's bustling cities and technological advancements, a silent crisis is unfolding. Mental health issues are escalating at an unprecedented rate, affecting millions across the nation. From alarming statistics to heart-wrenching personal stories, the reality is stark and unsettling. Join us, Myst, as we delve into the depths of America's mental health crisis, uncovering the hidden epidemic that is reshaping the nation's fabric. Welcome to Myst. Today, we embark on a journey to explore the profound mental health challenges facing America in 2025. This isn't just a story about numbers. It's about real people, real struggles, and the urgent need for awareness and action. As we navigate through this narrative, we'll uncover the systemic issues, societal pressures, and personal battles that constitute the dark side of America's mental health landscape. The numbers are staggering. Nearly 60 million Americans are grappling with mental health issues, with over 28 million not receiving any form of treatment. Depression rates have surged, particularly among adolescent females, with 26.5% affected. The workforce isn't spared either. 75% of employees report experiencing low moods, attributing it to global political turmoil and unmet mental health needs. Beyond statistics, personal stories reveal the depth of the crisis. In Pennsylvania, Cody Balmer, struggling with untreated bipolar disorder, set fire to the governor's residence, highlighting the dire consequences of neglected mental health. In California, Graciela Castellanos, battling severe depression, was charged with the tragic death of her 7-year-old daughter. These incidents underscore the urgent need for accessible mental health care and support systems. Beyond statistics, personal stories reveal the depth of the crisis. In Pennsylvania, Cody Balmer, struggling with untreated bipolar disorder, set fire to the governor's residence, highlighting the dire consequences of neglected mental health. In California, Graciela Castellanos, battling severe depression, was charged with the tragic death of her 7-year-old daughter. These incidents underscore the urgent need for accessible mental health care and support systems. The younger generation is facing unprecedented mental health challenges. Gen Z reports significant issues like sleep disturbances, loneliness, and financial stress. Athletes like Angel Reese have become vocal advocates, emphasizing the importance of mental wellness, especially after the tragic suicide of LSU football player here in Lacey. These voices are crucial in destigmatizing mental health discussions among youth. Systemic issues exacerbate the crisis. Mary Faith Casey's death in Pima County Jail due to starvation and neglect highlights the failures within the criminal justice system to address mental health needs. Such cases are not isolated, pointing to a broader pattern of institutional neglect and the urgent need for reform. In many rural areas, mental health care is virtually non-existent. Entire counties have zero psychiatrists or psychologists. People suffering from depression, PTSD, or anxiety must travel hours just to get basic care, if they can afford it. Isolation, poverty, and the opioid epidemic are making things worse in these forgotten corners of America. Farmers, veterans, and elderly people are among the most affected, often suffering in silence. America has long battled opioid addiction, but in 2025, it's evolved. Now antidepressants, anti-anxiety pills, and ADHD medications are being prescribed in record numbers. While many need them, overprescription has led to dependency, especially among teens and young adults. The line between therapy and chemical control is blurring, raising the question, are we treating the illness or just masking it? The average American spends 7+ hours per day on screens. Doom scrolling, social media comparison, and algorithm-driven anxiety loops are creating a new kind of mental fatigue. Many young people say they feel never good enough because of constant exposure to curated perfection online. Platforms like TikTok and Instagram have become breeding grounds for depression, body dysmorphia, And self-harm triggers. School shootings, peer pressure, bullying, now digital, and climate anxiety are all weighing heavily on the minds of students. In 2025, reports show 1 in 3 high school students experiences consistent suicidal thoughts. School counselors are overwhelmed, underpaid, and often the only line of defense for thousands of struggling kids. America's prison system is now one of the largest mental health institutions. Around 37% of prisoners have diagnosed mental health issues, many untreated. Instead of therapy, they face solitary confinement, abuse, and neglect. Prisons are overcrowded and under-equipped, turning vulnerable people into long-term victims of systemic failure. In a tech-driven world, seniors are being left behind. Many live alone, with minimal social contact. Studies show loneliness can be as deadly as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. In 2025, suicide rates among people aged 65 plus have spiked, as many feel invisible, unwanted, and unsupported. Even for those who want help, therapy in America is prohibitively expensive. Sessions can cost anywhere from $100 to $300, and insurance rarely covers enough. Mental health is treated as a luxury, not a necessity. The rich can afford healing, while the poor are told to cope or call a hotline. It's a two-tiered system that leaves millions behind. Undocumented workers, asylum seekers, and refugees face a unique kind of mental trauma. Fear of deportation, cultural isolation, language barriers, and past traumas collide. In 2025, mental health care for immigrants remains largely inaccessible. Many live with untreated PTSD, depression, and anxiety in complete silence. In 2025, suicide is still one of the leading causes of death for Americans aged 10 to 34. Despite rising awareness, the stigma remains. Many families suffer in silence, only speaking up after it's too late. For every completed suicide, 25 people attempt it. A cry for help the system still fails to hear. Adverse childhood experiences, ACEs, are major predictors of mental illness. Abuse, neglect, violence, and household instability scar the brain early. In 2025, trauma-informed care is still not the norm. Without addressing the root causes, treatment only scratches the surface. Millions carry pain from the past that the system refuses to acknowledge. Social and political climates significantly impact mental health. The 2025 presidential inauguration brought about heightened political stress, affecting millions. Moreover, the pervasive influence of social media has been linked to increased anxiety and depression, especially among young adults. These factors contribute to the growing mental health challenges faced by Americans. Addressing this crisis requires a multifaceted approach. Organizations like Mental Health America advocate for early intervention, increased access to care, and the promotion of lived experiences in policy development. Public awareness campaigns, community support systems, and policy reforms are essential steps toward mitigating the mental health crisis. The mental health crisis in America is a complex and multifaceted issue that demands immediate attention. By shedding light on the statistics, personal stories, and systemic challenges, we hope to foster understanding and encourage action. At Myst, we believe in the power of awareness to drive change. If you or someone you know is struggling, remember that help is available. Together, we can work towards a future where mental health is prioritized and supported. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to Myst for more in-depth explorations of pressing issues. Your engagement helps us continue to bring important stories to light.